Well, we are in uncharted waters as in today's episode we take on Inter Milan in the UEFA Champions League semi-final. I can almost touch that trophy, it's agonisingly close. Welcome to the video, folks, and as we did with yesterday's video, we're not going to waste any time. I'm going to hand you over to Past Me that's going to give you the highlights of the first leg of the Champions League game against Inter Milan at our own ground at the Signal Iduna Park. So let's get over there, let's have a look at it, and I'll meet you at the schedule after you've seen the highlights. Welcome to the game, and here is the team we're putting out against Inter Milan in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League semi-final. We are at home, so winning this is important. Oblak in goal, Carnevale coming back for his first game back since injury on the left, Espinosa on the right, Zirius and Kalinski in the middle, Sparhu, Freitas and Bode in the midfield, Buonanotte and Aladdin Sahin out wide with Rios up top. We are pretty much full squad. We've still got obviously Colombo who's going to be out for the rest of the season. But other than that, we are fully fit, ready and raring to go. So let's get into the game. So it's been a very quiet opening 25 minutes. But we get a highlight here. Starts with Inter Milan from a goal kick. And they're going to pass it around patiently at the back, trying to find a way out. They do find that way out. They're coming forward, but Freitas intercepts, which is a good move by him, puts the ball forward, but that was a waste. And now Inter Milan still have it again. Christensen on this left hand side, he's bursting forward. Oh, and he almost set up an opportunity for a goal. It's going to be a corner. Javi Guerrera taking this corner. They've got some really decent players, Inter Milan, in this team as well. Many players that I recognise from the game, but the highlight comes to nothing. Corner for Inter Milan. Endrick takes it, puts the ball into the box. It's over the bar. So we have Bradley on the right-hand side. Gives it to Endrick, but Carnevale gets the ball back. Gives it to Zir. I don't like all this passing about at the back highlight. I've got PTSD with all of that. But good ball forward for Juan Rios. He's through. Oh, Juan Rios. Into the final 10 minutes, we have a corner. Freitas with it. Puts the ball into the box, and it's a goal for Christian Sparhu. Oh, we are 1-0 up. We finally got a breakthrough. Wow, what a win. 1-0 at home against Inter Milan. It does mean we take a slight advantage into the second leg, which we're going to get to very shortly. But here's the stats for the game. And it was reasonably close, to be fair. We did edge it, and I think we did deserve the 1-0 win that Sparhu gave us. And, you know, we had a few more shots on target, slightly better XG, slightly better possession than them. Rios, Buonanotte, Sahin, our front three, they were very inept, quite honestly. They weren't particularly good. Bode wasn't great as the advanced playmaker in the centre of midfield. Kalinski had a poor game as well. He then also went on to have a poor game against Union Berlin in the league. And I'm in an ahhing about whether I start him in today's game. Controversial, I know. But yeah, a 1-0 win. It was a great result. If we have a look at the rest of the schedule since you were away, you were here for Madrid and Schalke, of course. In the following game, we then played Hansa Rostock in the DFB Pokal semi-final. And this was as comfortable as it gets as well. And we had pretty much a fully rotated side. Oblak kept his place in goal. But it was Nar and Nunez in the wing-back position, Zirius and Gashi in the centre of defence, Sparhu, Granelli and Hamant in the centre of midfield, Rutten and Caicedo out wide, and Levi up top. Levi getting a first-half hat-trick. The first half ended in crazy fashion because Levi gave us the lead in the first minute with a Granelli assist, and then Levi then made it 2-0 on 28 minutes, and then Russell Hamant getting a goal for us in the 47th minute of the first half. And then 2 minutes later, before the referee could have a chance to blow his whistle, Eris Levi completing his hat-trick. Then Christian Sparhu from the penalty spot, Mr. Reliable from the spot, 72 minutes. That was 5-0. And then a Rillian Gashi header from a Ricard Fontes corner on 78 minutes, completed the route, made it 6-0. And again, as you can see, totally dominant, 65% possession, much better pass completion. Almost 4 points more on XG than them. That is insane. 10 shots on target, 22 shots at goal. Yeah, we were just easily better than the Bundesliga 2 team. And so we should be. We've just won the Bundesliga. And talking of winning the Bundesliga, we confirmed it in the game against FC Köln away from home. A 2-1 win in this game. We weren't particularly convincing in this game. I have to say, Rios again, I mean, he's not got firing since he's come back from his injury. And Ladin Sahim was poor as well. And we had an own goal in the 12th minute, made it 1-0. They then got an equaliser 5 minutes later. And then Ricard Fontes on 75 minutes, making it 2-1. That was after Juan Rios had a goal disallowed for offside. A very well taken goal, but he just, as always, couldn't stay on side. Better possession, better XG, more shots on target, more shots on goal. We were the better team. We deserved to beat Cologne, but it was just a bit frustrating that we couldn't win it by more, quite honestly. And then, and it's also worth mentioning as well in that game that Spahu was suspended, so Macania played in his place. Then we went on and we played the game against Inter Milan that we obviously won 1-0, as you've seen. And then we played Union Berlin in the league. Bear in mind, Union Berlin are 17th and looking like they're getting relegated. A 2-1 win in this game. And again, another pretty poor performance from us. Our league form is not particularly encouraging considering we're in the semi-final of the Champions League. But Rios again failing to do anything for us. And Kalinski again with a poor performance. But Erez Levi gave us the lead on 25 minutes and Buonanotte from the penalty spot. I was very surprised that Buonanotte took the penalty instead of Christian Spahu because he's our Mr. Reliable from the penalty spot. He always takes their penalties. But then when I looked at it, Buonanotte is actually above Spahu on the penalty list. So I don't know why he's never taken a penalty instead of Spahu in the past. I think when he's taken it previously, it's been because Spahu has not been in the team. But all I can imagine is that with Buonanotte, his penalty taking, wherever that is on here, must have recently improved or something for him to now be above Christian Spahu. But yeah, a 2-1 win. They did get one back through Pinev. But again, looking at the stats, I mean, it's 76% possession, 26 shots at goal, with only 5 of them on target, 21 shots off target. I'll probably not mentioned it for one episode, but again, it comes back to our wastefulness. We can't do that against Inter Milan. We're not going to get many chances at the San Siro, so we need to take all of our chances today. And yeah, that leads us to the Bundesliga table. We'll have a look at that. We are top, we are champions, 32 games played, 82 points. We're 13 ahead of Bayer Leverkusen. Bayern are in third with 65 points and Leipzig are now fourth with 64 points. So Bayern now in the Champions League place. Leipzig in there as well. In terms of the coefficient rankings, we are in with a shot of having an extra spot for the Champions League because we currently sit second behind England. And that is no doubt down to the fact that if we have a look at the schedule and go to the Champions League, don't know why it's stuck on the round of 16, but let's go to the semi-finals. If we get past Inter Milan today, we will be playing Bayern Munich in the Champions League final. It was an all-German affair in the semi-final. It was 1-1 after the first leg and then 2-1 to Bayern in the second leg. The second leg was at the Allianz Arena. So Bayern are the team that await us in the Champions League final. If we have a look at past winners of this competition, Bayern last won it in 28-29, so about 7 seasons ago. If you want to look at the last time we won, I mean, we was in a final here against, we lost to Bayern. It's not a good sign, is it? In 2012-13. And Dortmund last won it in 1996-97. So it's almost 40 years ago, 39 years ago, that we last won the Champions League and we beat Juventus in the final there at the Ajax Arena. So there you have it. Right, let's get over to the Matchday Centre for the game against Inter Milan at the Champions League semi-final second leg. Like I said in the intro, I can almost touch that trophy. Welcome, welcome. Right, we do have a couple of injury issues. They happened on the eve of the game. And Anthony Macania is out injured for up to 6 days with pulled thigh. And then Thiago Freitas, and this is a real blow with Freitas because he's their most creative player. He's their best assist scorer. He's got the most assists for us this season, and he's out for the season. He's out for 3 weeks, so he will miss the rest of the season. That is a blow. I was unsure whether I should go with Granelli or Hamant for this role in the central midfield alongside Rafael Bode. I've gone with Granelli, which is what my assistant manager thinks. So if it all goes wrong, it's all down to my assistant manager. We've got Oberle in goal, Carnevale left back, Espinoza right back, Ziris and Kalinski stayed together in the centre of defence. Like I said earlier, I was very tempted to rest or drop Kalinski, I should say. Sparhu, Granelli and Bode in the centre of midfield. There is also the opportunity of having Buonanotte in there, but I just think we're away from home against Inter Milan. Granelli gives us a bit more defensive stability than what Buonanotte does. Buonanotte on the left, Levi on the right in place of Aladdin Sahin, and Rios up top. He needs to start scoring. He's not scored in over a month. It was the end of March the last time he scored a goal. Yes, he has been out injured, so we have to give him his dues on that. But let's get into the game. We've obviously got Colombo still out injured. Like I said in the previous episode, he's out for the season. And Inter Milan have got a very good team. They really do have a good team. Kefren Turam is a world-class central midfielder, as is Javi Guerrera. George Lenny Kenner, I know what he can do as well. Calafiori on the subs bench from an Arsenal perspective, I recognise that name. He must be getting on a bit in game now. We're 11 years in the future. And yeah, they just have, I can't see Endrick. So I'm assuming he must have picked up an injury. That is a blow to them, not having Endrick available. Right, let's get into the game. Hopefully, just don't lose. If we draw, we're through. They're playing a weird formation. I mean, it looks like it's going to be like 6 at the back, basically, with 4 players further up the field. But yeah, let's get into it. Like I say, just don't lose. A draw, I'm fine with. Right, they have the first highlight. Bradley on the right-hand side of throwing. He'll look to get a ball to Guerrera. Oh, my word. Well, our lead didn't last long, did it? Oh, dear. I'll tell you one thing I do see a lot in Football Manager that I think they might want to lower the amount it happens, is the amount of time a team will lose the away game, but then they just turn it around when they play the second leg at home. It just seems to always happen in FM. And don't get me wrong, it does happen quite a bit. That's why I always prefer playing the home leg as the second leg. But it's not like 100% of the time like it is in Football Manager. Right, Levi cuts the ball out, gives it to Bode. Can we buck that trend? Here's Granelli coming forward. Oh, he tried to find Rios, but they weren't on the same page. A long ball upfield. Inter Milan do manage to get the ball back. Here's Javi Guerrera again. Lampist is through, and Oberle makes the save to keep us in the game. It stays 1-0 for now, but Inter are looking very dangerous on the attack. Christensen was a danger for Inter Milan in the first leg. He's taken it off, his shot is blocked, but they still have the ball. It's been blocked again. Espinoza can bring it away now and run up this right-hand side. Can he create something for us? Erez Levi on the ball. Don't give it away, lad. And the highlight just comes to an end. Okay. Right, we've finally had a first shot on target, so at least that's a bonus. But like I say, we do need to take our chances. Carnevale intercepts the ball over there on the left-hand side. Here's Ziris with it. Gives it to Sparhu, back to Ziris. He now finds Espinoza. Levi goes out to the left to Carnevale. Buonanotte finds Bode. Espinoza. Levi. Oh, Levi with a shot, but it goes over the bar. We need to try and get one Rios into the game, and we need him to actually start scoring. We really do. Half an hour gone. We're 1-0 down on the night. It's 1-1 on aggregate. So we are still in this tie. There's no need to panic just yet. But as a team, we're not having a particular... Kalinski's having another poor game. This is a third game in a row, and I'm now wishing I'd actually left him out of the team. Right, it's half time. We need to get these boys geared up. Point the finger. We need more possession second. Well, yeah, we're not creative enough. I think we'll say that one. Because having possession is fine. We have only had 36%, but having possession is fine, but you've got to know what to do with it when you've got it. Right, Raphael Bode is looking injured, so we might be taking him off. Right, they've intercepted the ball and they now counter-attack. Lenny Kenner to Lampis. He's through on goal. Oberle with another save. Oberle is keeping us in this at the moment. They have a corner. Javi Guerrera will take it over on the left-hand side. Gives it to Kalulu. Back out to Javi Guerrera. I thought there might have been offside. Oh, it is offside. There you go. I was hoping it would say he's offside, because it always happens to me. So it's only fair it happens to them as well. Right, 60 minutes in, we're going to make some changes. Raphael Bode is going to come off for Russell Hermant. I mean, it's a case of who to leave on, because I think we take Buonanotte off for Fontes. I might switch. I mean, Levi's not having a particularly good game, but We bring Aladdin Sahina in on the right and put Levi up top. 3 changes on the hour mark. Don't normally make that amount of changes. Can we get a goal to level it on the night and put us back ahead in the actual tie overall? We're 70 minutes in. Inter Milan now have a corner. Conor Bradley takes it. Oof, it's gone over the bar just. We are living on a knife edge. We really, really are. And this is not the best performance that we could have done. Right. I think Kalinski's going to come off for Gashi. That much is for certain. It's a case of who else do I bring off, because as a team, we're not particularly playing overly well. I mean, Granelli is only a 6.5, but at the same time, who do I bring on? Baumgartner, because there's not really anybody else. So I think that will probably be the only change we make for now. Give ourselves a couple of changes. If it goes to extra time, we can do it then. But I don't think there's really anyone on the bench we're going to bring on that's going to be a needle mover, so to speak. Right, we have this highlight that's with Inter Milan again. They're through. They're ahead in the tie. The referee's not reviewing it either. It's 2-0 on the night to Inter Milan. It's 2-1 on aggregate to Inter Milan. And we are out of the Champions League at the semi-final stage by the looks of it. We went a step closer than last season. Right, here's another highlight. Espinosa. Gashi, can we get a late equaliser? We're in the 92nd minute of the game, by the way. Got less than 2 minutes added on. Levi's through. Erez Levi. Oh, he's taking it too wide. He gives it to Ricard Fontes. Goes back to Carnevali. Sparhu. Haman. Espinosa. What a goal! Espinosa with his 3rd of the season. It's 2-2 on aggregate. It's 2-1 to Inter Milan on the night. Oh, my word. Espinosa with a thunderbolt to save us in the 93rd minute of the game. Oh, wow. That changes things. Right. Don't let this slip away from you now. You've been the better team. I mean, we haven't, but fine, we'll say that. Right. Is there any substitutions I want to make? Because we've got a lot of players that are not playing particularly. I mean, Aladdin Sahin's come on and he's a 6.4. Right, Erez Levi could come off. We could bring Caicedo on, swap him and Fontes over, and put Fontes up top. Oh. Right, I think that's the only change we're going to make for now, but oh, we had penalties against Real Madrid. Are we going down the route of penalties again against Inter Milan? Here we go. Right, we start with a highlight. We just about keep hold of the ball for now. Here's Aladdin Sahin on the right-hand side. Gives it to Espinosa, a hero with that goal. Gives it to Sahin. Granelli. Oh, I think he's hit the crossbar with that. It certainly looked like it hit something. It's not showing that we've hit the woodwork on the stats, but my word. So it's still 2-2 on aggregate. We're coming to the end of the first period of extra time. Just a minute left. We've got a highlight. It's our highlight, or at least at the start of it is. Carnevali almost gave it away. Granelli to Espinosa. Oh, my word. Espinosa's only scored 2 goals all season. He's now scored 2 in one game. Brian Espinosa is driving us through at the moment. We're 2-2 on the night. What a comeback this is, by the way. It's 3-2 to us on aggregate. Oh, do we go balanced? I think we have to, don't we? Right, start the second half of extra time. We survived the first 5 minutes of it. I'm going to make another substitution because I think I do have one to make. Granelli's actually playing pretty decently now. Do I bring Kennedy now on for Carnevali? I think that's the change I'm going to make. Oh, we are so close to the Champions League final. Right, pause it a minute. We're going cautious. We're going to waste as much time as humanly possible. It's time for dark arts, everybody. It really is. Right. Time wasting frequently. Oh, I hope this works. I really do. Please, please, Football Manager gods, let me get through to the Champions League final. And then let me win that as well, if possible. 1 minute of extra. We've done it. Oh, my word. We have held on. I mean, look at the stats. I mean, Inter Milan have been FM'd. I really think they have. 12 shots on target. An XG of 2.43. Our XG is 0.84. Both of their goals in this game have been absolute blinders from Brian Espinosa. We bought him in for how much money was it? Over 100 million? No, 80 million pounds 2 seasons ago. I mean, look, he does not score very often. He scored 2 goals last season. He's now on 4 goals for this season. Oh, my word. Brian Espinosa. Oh, we're through to the Champions League final. I literally cannot believe it. I'm stunned. Well done, everybody. We are in the Champions League final. We know what tomorrow's episode is going to be right now. Right, okay. Let me gather me thoughts and sort my head out, and I'll see you back at the Matchday Centre for whoever we're playing next in the league. I don't even know at the moment. Right, here we are at the Matchday Centre for the game against Paderborn. We are away from home. The game really means nothing because we are already champions, of course. We have picked up several injuries. One of them was Raphael Bode in the game against Inter Milan, but we've picked up a couple more since then as well. I mean, we can't even fill a bench, to be quite honest. That's how many injuries we've got at the moment. And plus, Kalinski is suspended. So Colombo is, as you know, is out injured. Kalinski suspended. Freitas you already know about. Macagna has picked up an injury. He's out for a few more days. Raphael Bode is only out for another day. He's back tomorrow. And Aladdin Sahin is out for just a couple of days. Well, they're all minor injuries that we picked up, but they're just frustrating ones. But it does give us an opportunity to rotate a little bit. So we have Oberle in goal, Carnevale left back, Espinosa right back, Ziris and Gashi in the centre of defence, Sparhu, Granelli and Hamant in the midfield, with Pierre Rutten on the left, Levi on the right and Rios up top. I was going to play Buonanotte on the left, but I thought, you know what, Pierre Rutten has got 3 goals and an assist in just 2 starts and 6 sub-appearances. So I think he's earned an opportunity in a game that don't really mean anything. So let's get to it. We'll play this game and hopefully we win. I mean, obviously I want to win. I don't ever want to lose a game. But like I say, it don't matter. It's a meaningless game. We have got Eintracht Frankfurt next in the league. And then after that, we play Eintracht Frankfurt again in the DFB Pokal. We have a corner with Carnevale. It's headed away. Levi picks up the ball, gives it back to Carnevale, puts it back in the box, and Gash has headed it just over the bar, goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, so in tomorrow's episode, it will be the DFB Pokal final against Eintracht Frankfurt. Ball comes. Oh my word, that's pinging about like. Oh, Carnevale now with another corner. Puts the ball in, and the goal's been coming. Christian Sparhu with his 17th goal of the season. Like I say, it has been coming, this goal. How we're not 1-0 up already, I don't know. But what we will do as well is we'll just quickly turn this onto league table because that's what we usually have. But yeah, so tomorrow's episode, DFB Pokal final and the Champions League final. What an episode tomorrow is going to be. A great way to end the week, a fabulous Friday. Haman seems to be through. He's giving it to Erez Levi. Rutten, and Pierre Rutten has scored again. It's his 5th goal of the season. Like I say, in the league, there's now 4 goals and an assist, and he's only had 3 starts. I'm really starting to think we've got a bit of a player on our hands here, and I've been overlooking him, and I really shouldn't have done because he's been doing pretty decently for us. Right, Paderborn win the ball back from us. Quite disappointing that we lost the ball, to be fair. The goalkeeper has it, but poor goal kick from him. It's now with Rios. Espinosa, has he got another thunderbolt in him? He sends it to Russell Haman. It's the 5th goal of the season, potentially. The referee might be disallowing this. He has disallowed it. So it stays 2-0. Russell Haman doesn't get his goal, unfortunately for him. And yeah, Granelli getting an assist today. Carnevale getting an assist as well. And Carnevale, I had an email come through recently that he's in contention for winning the Champions League Young Player of the Tournament or something. and I actually don't know how old he is, but I kind of looked at it for, does he still qualify for young play? It feels to me like he should be 25, 26 years old. That was a very dominant first half, even with a fairly rotated side. I mean, if we look at this side, Gashi wouldn't normally be in their first team. Neither would Herman or Granelli or Rutten. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 players we've brought in, and we will probably start taking players off fairly soon as well as a rotational thing. They have a ball into the box from a corner. Russell Herman collects it and brings it away. He's not really got anyone with him up there, but he has got players behind him. Ball into the box. What a ball! Oh, Pierre Rutten probably should have scored that, to be fair. But I think the keeper's made a great save. It's gone out for a corner. Herman will take the corner. It will whip in an in-swinger, and the keeper comes out and makes the claim. Oblate, by the way, is on course to win the Golden Glove for the league as well this season. Right, Espinoza can come off for Gaston Nunes. Sparhu is looking a bit tired, so I think we're going to bring him off for Kennedy Nar as well. Right, what else? I really want Juan Rios to start scoring. I really, really do. Right, I think we bring Buonanotte on for Erez Levi as well. 3 changes, 65, 70 minutes into the game. I mean, it has been a totally dominant performance from us. 9 shots on target to their 0. Gaston Nunes with the throw. Russell Herman has it now on the right-hand side. Pulls it back, but they partially clear. It's going to come back at him again. Buonanotte to Herman, to Gaston Nunes. Back to Herman. I think he wants a goal, young Russell Herman. I think he does want a goal. Final 10 minutes of the game. 2-0 lead at the moment. We'll make our final 2 substitutions. We bring Renzo Drago on for Carnevale because he's looking a bit tired. I'm mainly looking at our first team players, at who we're going to bring off. And do you know what? Fontas can come on for Juan Rios for the last 5 or so minutes. He's probably leaving in the summer, Juan Rios. He's getting, not Juan Rios, Ricard Fontas. And that is the end of the game. A totally dominant performance from us. We win by 2-0. That is a good win for us. Let's get to the schedule so we can have a look at what tomorrow's video is going to be like. Bayer Leverkusen have won. Eintracht Frankfurt have been getting some good wins in the league recently, so they're not going to be a pushover in the DFB Pokal. But yeah, 13 points at the top of the league. It is a comfortable victory, comfortable league victory for us. And yeah, let's have a look at the schedule then. We're down to the last few games of the season, and in tomorrow's episode, it will be the DFB Pokal final against Eintracht Frankfurt. And then we're going to be going to the Olimpijski Stadium, wherever that is, in the Ukraine. Kiev play there. So we'll be there for the Champions League final, our first Champions League final with Borussia Dortmund. If we win it, we're then looking for another job, either Argentina or Mexico. We are so close. This team is so capable.